what I'm saying is that I give a very, very standard program out, and the people who are representing the system or doing the system, I expect them to write their own programs, because they're the ones who are going to judge, determine how they want their students to be, right? And as I go through this whole martial art journey, I don't want a million people looking the same way. I want people to be on their own, be creative, learn to do things that make it right for them, not to do things that make it right to get a promotion, not to do something that's right because they can do these things, then they should get another grade. That's not how learning works, in my opinion. I want people to learn, to be good, and to do it well, and to learn and be able to learn more and not be stopped in learning more because they say, oh, that's it, that's all that's written down. Just because it's written down doesn't mean that that's the only way forward. You can think it, make it better, make it work, make it move, do whatever you want. You are the creative effectiveness in making you good. There's nothing else that makes you better but you. So if you don't have the tools, then maybe you won't get better. Maybe you'll just do what the programs say or do what the person tells you. You want to be good for yourself, and life is that way, right? If you're a martial artist, if you're a teacher, if you're an engineer, if you're whatever, if you're a lawyer, whatever you want to be, you don't do exactly what someone has told you to do. You can do what they told you to do, plus you do it better. You find a better way. You find another way. You find a more creative way. You find a more efficient, effective a way of doing things that are much more, that is much more effective in your eyes. And once you find that, then that's what you're teaching to your students. So what you're creating is a continuation of progression of anything that goes on. So, for example, if you had an old car that was built in 1940, you don't keep all the same functions of that car into 2018, because you want to get comfort, you want to get speed, you want to get power, you want to get lots of different things that make that more efficient. If you stayed with that, you're going to go at that same speed for the last 60 years. So you want to make sure you keep progressing. We don't build cars today that are built like the cars in the 1940s and 50s. We've developed beyond that. So yourself, personally, you have to develop. And whether it's you're learning a traditional martial art, you're learning a traditional way to cook, you're learning a traditional way of dancing, that's great, you can do that. But you have to know that you can also go beyond that. You're either going to be the same as everyone else or unique, which makes you better than what you were, because now you have more alternatives to go. And you have to find yourself. This is the whole journey of the martial arts. It's a small portion of your life that helps you find your way towards happiness and being creative and and knowing what you want out of life. 'Cause we're not here that long, so if you want to be this person that's staying with the past, you'll never do it because we're too much into the future now. And so all that stuff that is in the future is still going to go into whatever the past was. You can maintain that past for your enjoyment, for the sake of art, for the sake of the history of it. That's fine. But you have to know that it also progresses. And that there's two roads. One's traditional, one's progressive, and you can be on both of the roads. So, be creative in your martial arts. Be passionate, love it, like it, practice it, work on it, and make yourself a better